Hello and welcome again to Barlo Motors Thurles. With such a great response to our last video, we thought we'd do you another one. But I need to find Colin. Finally, we found Colin.
Bit of a watershed year, 1998. Why? Well, Ford took the brave decision to discontinue the Ford Escort and introduce the all-new, from the ground up, Ford Focus. And in the family-size hatchback saloon estate market, it changed everything. The car is now in its fourth generation. What I'm sitting in here is the ST line version. There are 3 different flavours. There's a Z-Tech, there's a titanium, ST line, more on that later. But the ST line that I'm sitting in here at the moment is differentiated from the rest of the range by the fact that it's got a quite striking but subtle body kit. So it lowers and deepens the side of the car, pulls down the front bumper because the bumper is more profiled and angular looking. There's 17-inch wheels as opposed to a standard 16, and the car is just a teeny little bit lower on sport suspension. It's only a few mils. Won't bore you with sort of car journo type details, but what you need to know is that slight stretch in the wheelbase, 53 millimeters if you are asking, but that results in an awful lot more legroom being liberated in the rear, and the boot being comparably bigger to the outgoing car as well. So the car I'm sitting in here at the present is race red, but here in the showroom we also have one in diffuse silver, and my current car, my daily driver, in ruby red, which is a stunning colour. All the models in the range are all slightly different because customers coming to the Ford Focus are all slightly different as well. People want different things. The ST line differentiates from the other models by having nice accented red stitching, so that's on the steering wheel, which is nice and chunky, perforated leather. It just feels good in the hands, and your hands should be on the wheel all the time, at least that's what my dad told me. The red stitching theme carries onto the seats. These are more of a sport bucket seat, but they offer great support, so they're not hard, it's support where you need it, including lumbar support, which is adjustable for your lower back. As you expect now, like, this car comes with a host of features, and of course best represented amongst those are safety features. So standard across the range in the Focus, no matter what you go for. There's collision mitigation, there's lane keeping alert and lane keeping aid, which is important to say, can be turned off. There's also traffic sign recognition, which tells you what speed you should be doing. Actually, I'm looking at the speed being displayed here before me in front. I don't have to look at the clock to gauge my speed. 6.5-inch touchscreen is standard across the range, but there's voice control for a lot of the features. All cars across the range are compatible with Android Auto and also Apple CarPlay. Right, the power of editing has relocated me to the back seat, and this is not the second best place to be at all. There's a lot of space back here. I don't know if it's possible to see, but that's how long it takes me to get from my hands from my knees to the backrest of the seat in front. A lot of space. It's wider across the back than it was before. This is a very, what do they say in the business, very commodious area. Just 2 Isofix seats as well in the outer ones, so child seat fitting is not a problem. One small thing to point out actually as well, notice how the windows go all the way down. In the back there's a boot. Here it is. What you need to know is that it's bigger than before, but more importantly, it's a usable space. It's wide enough without any wheel arch intrusion to cause any upset in terms of loading, but in overall space it's definitely a step up from before. I've said quite a lot about this car, and I could tell you an awful lot more, and hopefully you've got some questions. And actually, with that in mind, if you do have questions, feel free to message us on Facebook or pick up the telephone, give us a ring. Better still, come down and have a look at the car. We'll give you the opportunity to go out and have a drive in it. You'll see just how good it is for yourself. I don't say this lightly, but I do mean it. If you don't try this car, if you don't drive this car, then there's a strong possibility you wind up buying the wrong car.
Thank you for taking the time to allow Colin to show you the outstanding Focus ST line. Next time, I may well get Paul to show you a car. Bye for now.